The Swedish film Black Crab on Netflix was entertaining but flawed.
That's what she said.
It started off strong with a compelling opening where we see Caroline and her daughter in a traffic jam. All of a sudden, they hear gunshots. So Caroline jumps to save her daughter. They hide in the back seat, but they're found. The opposing military breaks the window and we fade to black. We fast forward to a few years where Caroline is by herself traveling in train, and she seems to be full blown into the military, where the train that she's traveling is stopped all of a sudden. They tell her that she needs to go, that her plans has changed. She says, no, wait, I'm going to refugee camp. But they're saying, nope, no more. Your plans have changed. So they take her to a base where she is told that she needs to join 5 other military members, and they are to embark in a special military mission where they are to take these 2 secret packages across a thin layer of ice. But they can't do it with a military vehicle as the ice is too thin. So the only way that they can get the packages across is by skating.
You serious?
Now, for us here in America, we're going to laugh at that. But this movie being in Sweden, where that's actually a thing, it's a lot more believable when you take yourself out of the prism of America and put yourself in the eyes or in a situation of Sweden, where they have to deal with this types of scenarios. Now, some might scoff at it and be like, oh my God, really? They're going to skate? But it's no different than at Marathon back in the ancient days when he had to run across and let the Athenians know that the Persians were coming. We have Paul Revere here with his horse saying, hey, the redcoats are coming, the redcoats are coming. So it's not that far-fetched when you just stop a little bit and see it from the eyes of history and plus through the eyes of geography where they're at. But anyways, they're not told what is in the package. They just have to get it across. And if they get these 2 packages across, it could turn the tide of the war and lead to victory.
Thank you, God. Victory!
But they sure make it seem like it's going to be a suicide mission.
That's it. What, we some kind of suicide squad?
And Caroline knows that. But they kind of give Caroline a little bit of motivation to complete this mission because they show her a picture and it's her kidnapped daughter. And saying, we found her in a refugee camp, and if you manage to get the package over there, then you can be reunited with your daughter. Now, the movie's very lazy because you know right away that that's BS. And I don't know if that was by design or very weak script writing, but I digress a little bit. I'll get that more towards the end of this review. So the bases attack the next morning and they're off on their mission. And like any action thriller, one by one, they're going to get killed, situations are going to happen, and they end up being 5 of them, then 4 of them, then 3 of them. Oh, there's traitors afoot. Oh, there's backstabbing afoot. But towards the middle end of the movie, they find out that these 2 packages are actually biological weapons that wouldn't just destroy the opposing army, it would destroy the world. But Caroline is so focused on getting these packages to where she needs to, because all she cares about is being reunited with her daughter. And if we were all faced with that situation, I think we would have all done the same thing. But one of her teammates wants to destroy because they see what the plan is, and they don't want to be involved in being the ones that destroyed humanity by releasing this chemical agent. But at the end of the day, Caroline, our hero of this tale, manages to take the package all the way across this frozen lake, where she is greeted as a hero, given awards and Medal of Honors, but is told that her daughter is actually not at this refugee camp. And the reason that the commander told Caroline about her daughter is to give her extra motivation to be able to get these two packages across the way.
What the fuck?
Some might see that as a stupid plot, but again, if you put yourself in that scenario, you don't really care. You're just going to want to get it across to be reunited with your loved one, in this instance, your daughter. And when Caroline finds this out, I mean, she goes ballistic, and she realizes that her country that she is fighting for is evil. Why she didn't realize this before? Again, she was blinded by her wanting to find her daughter and the new hope that her daughter is alive. So her and her remaining team members, now they're banged up. They have frostbite, gunshots. I mean, they're pretty tore up. But they end up uniting forces and come up with a plan to destroy this bioweapon. So they manage to get to where the bioweapon is being armed for deployment. Caroline takes it, straps it onto a bomb, but in the haste to get out, she is bleeding out. She is dying. They managed, though, to get up to a helicopter port because the base is being evacuated, because before they stole the chemical agent, they hit the alarm, so they are in full evac mode. But Caroline is too injured to continue, so her teammate manages to get into a helicopter, but Caroline does the ultimate sacrifice and blows herself up along with the bioweapon, where we get a little flash of two people going into water, and we realize that it's Caroline and her daughter getting reunited, basically telling us that Caroline's daughter was dead long ago, and now that Caroline committed this act of bravery and sacrifice to save humanity, they were reunited after death, which is a very touching scene. I actually teared up around that part, so I found it very, very good. And roll credits. So this movie, to me, it was entertaining. It had a compelling concept. It was poorly executed. It had bad extras. The script was very weak at times, especially with the dialogue that they were saying. Again, depending whether you saw this in the natural language or in the American dub, you'll feel a certain way. The CGI was very good, I should say. I enjoyed it a lot. And the score was perfect. It added just the right type of dramatic to the scene. Pacing was okay. I didn't find myself bored. I found myself intrigued. It's around an hour and 54 minutes. So I would recommend this movie for you to go check it out. It is a foreign film, so if you don't like foreign films, you won't enjoy this. But if you do, go check this movie out. For me, this movie gets a C+ rating. But those are just my thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. And like always, that's a wrap.